Welcome to Top Trending and subscribe for more. Number 5. John Wayne Gacy was a U.S. serial killer who was found guilty of killing 33 boys and young men. John Wayne Gacy was an American serial killer and rapist who took the lives of at least 33 young males in Cook County, Illinois, burying most under his home. Gacy had an abusive childhood and struggled with his sexuality. After being convicted of sexual assault in 1968, his murders were uncovered. Although he maintained his innocence, he was found guilty in 1980 and given multiple death penalty and life sentences. In 1994, he was executed by lethal injection. John Wayne Gacy died by lethal injection on May 10, 1994, at the Stateville Correctional Center in Crest Hill, Illinois. Number 4. Convicted serial killer and sex offender Jeffrey Dahmer murdered 17 males between 1978 and 1991. He was killed by a fellow prison inmate in 1994. Jeffrey Dahmer was an American serial killer who took the lives of 17 males between 1978 and 1991. Over the course of more than 13 years, Dahmer sought out men, mostly African American, at gay bars, malls, and bus stops, lured them home with promises of money or sex, and gave them alcohol laced with drugs before strangling them to death. He would then engage in sex acts with the corpses before dismembering them and disposing of them, often keeping their skulls or genitals as souvenirs. He frequently took photos of his victims at various stages of the murder process so he could recollect each act afterward and relive the experience. Dahmer was captured in 1991 and sentenced to 16 life terms. He was killed by fellow prison inmate Christopher Scarver in 1994. Number 3. Serial killer Edmund Kemper killed 6 young women in the Santa Cruz, California area and several members of his family. Born on December 18, 1948 in Burbank, California, Edmund Kemper, at age 15, killed both his grandparents to see what it felt like. Upon release, he drifted, picking up and releasing female hitchhikers, but he soon stopped letting them go, killing 6 young women in the Santa Cruz, California area in the 1970s. In 1973, he killed his mother and her friend before turning himself in. Number 2. Serial killer Gary Leon Ridgway, known as the Green River Killer, murdered at least 49 women in Washington state before he was caught in 2001. Serial killer Gary Leon Ridgway was born on February 18, 1949 in Salt Lake City, Utah. He held a job painting trucks for 30 years and was married 3 times. He began murdering women in 1982 and was caught in 2001 when a DNA test revealed a match. Ridgway told investigators he killed as many as 75 to 80 women along Route 99 in South King County, Washington. He was convicted and received multiple life sentences. Number 1. American serial killer and rapist Ted Bundy was one of the most notorious criminals of the late 20th century. Theodore Ted Bundy was a 1970s serial murderer, rapist, and necrophiliac. He was executed in Florida's electric chair in 1989. His case has since inspired many novels and films about serial killers. Ted Bundy admitted to 36 killings of young women across several states in the 1970s, but experts believe that the final tally may be closer to 100 or more. The exact number of women Bundy killed will never be known. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.